Our Storm Watch coverage continues. You look at an image like this from Milton, Ontario, and on the one hand, it's beautiful, but on the other hand, we know what kind of destruction this ice has caused. And we're going to be now joining our team live on the ground. First stop is to Kevin in Toronto as we continue to follow the ice storm and the impact that it's had on so many hundreds of thousands of people still, Kevin. That makes sense.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. And the next stop is Georgetown, Ontario, and that's where we find Mark Robinson, who is with power crews as they continue to do their good work, as they try to get everyone back online. Mark, what's the latest from your vantage point? Thanks so much, Mark. I mean, it's a day to be mindful of your surroundings, but also seek out the resources that are available in order, and Kevin was talking about one of those resources being the warming centers. Now, it is colder. It's actually going to get colder, especially overnight tonight, with a low in around the -10 area. So any ice, and we did briefly see a little bit of melting yesterday as the temperature rose to around 1 to 2. But unfortunately, the cold air is settling in across Ontario. And with that, everything's going to freeze solid once more. There is the possibility also of seeing some light flurry activity through southwestern, midwestern Ontario as we head into tomorrow. Possibly some flurries around the GTA, very light in nature. 7-day forecast for Toronto, and that's what we're looking at here on Christmas Day, Boxing Day -1. Remnant flurries -4 for Friday. Hamilton, watch for a little bit of snow, less than 5 centimeters expected with this, and Thursday still cold. I suspect that today is a day where a lot of people will be on the phone with their insurance companies if this has happened to you from the ice storm this past weekend, branches falling onto vehicles, and a lot of those branches have fallen onto power lines. And that brings us to our first stop in the Storm Watch segment, where we go to Mark Robinson live in Georgetown, Ontario, with a local electricity crew. Mark, what's the latest from Georgetown? Thanks very much, Mark. And we go now to Kevin Yard. He's in Scarborough this morning with some homeowners who are having a real tough go of it, Kevin, because they don't have any power or they have issues with regard to tree branches falling precariously on power lines. Thanks so much, Kevin. Well, I think one thing is for sure. I mean, we know that the hydro crews are not sitting on their hands here. I mean, they are out working diligently to try to bring the power back. They're working on subway lines, freezing. We were able to get some of that melting to begin, but that's not the case with this forecast because rather cold air is settling in across the region. You can see that here, but look at these overnight lows. I'm a bit concerned about the cold in the overnights and possibly seeing some weather or cold alerts because of this. So those warming centers are definitely going to be popular places, I suspect, as we head through this forecast period. On Wednesday, that being Christmas, Boxing Day -2, we're still in the cold air. Hamilton, you're going to see a few flurries. I suspect we would see less than 5 centimeters by then. What I love about the holiday season is I get to give gifts, and
I love the lights.
Going to all the Christmas parties.
My mom's turkey.
We wish you a holiday filled with all your favorite things.